Hey guys, back again with a very um, interesting and say unusual way of looking at the whole making money issue because it's like there's all these things about this and that and this and that. And, you know, as you probably know, it's like it was a big struggle for me for 28 years to figure out how to make enough money. And the three things today are things I realized way back when were they truth. And whenever I could flip into them, that's when I would actually make money. And then when I lost them, I was like, I couldn't get them back consciously. So I kind of like accidentally fell into those three truths. And then it would like be great. I would make making a lot of money. And then at other times, I wouldn't. And I had no idea how to get back to these three money truths because nothing, you know, of all my mindset work and all the things I did, ever taught me how to get into that place where money came easy. Um, because it was, you know, basically I didn't, you know, know how to work with my shadows to install a new operating system in my consciousness that was focused on thriving instead of surviving. So in hindsight, you know, hindsight is perfect, right? So it's easy to see that what was happening back then is like when I was in my business and money and success shadows, it's like it didn't work. But then I would step out of it and, you know, it's like where I would work from the archetypal patterns that are geared towards thriving in all areas of life. And, you know, it goes in all areas of life. So even if I'm just focused on the business and the success and the money part, because this is my soul's work, this is what I feel passionate about, it's like when people apply it, it's in all areas of their life. And if you are a parent, it totally benefits your children too, as you're using it for yourself, no matter how old your children. So let's go right into it. So the first money truth is the same one that I posted yesterday, which was actually the inspiration for this Facebook Live, which is that making money is a state of being. So I have talked about it in various times before, but it's it's just like love is a state of being. Like love is not a feeling. Love is not something you do. Love is not a belief. Love is not a decision. It's just who you are. And it's it's just like a calm, non-dramatic, non-emotional, you know, state of being. So the same thing with where love just is. You know, it's like you just love. You just love. For no rhyme or reason, because nobody did anything for you, whatever, you just love. And it becomes a very impersonal, detached form of love, but it's also a very powerful love because it's a love that doesn't judge. It's just an all accepting and unconditional love. Just because you are that state of being, that is love. So, and it has nothing to do with anybody else when you're in that state of being because you are love. And yeah, it's great if there's other people around that can kind of receive it. But at the same time, um, yeah, it doesn't matter if people love you back because all the love is already there in you. It's a state of being. So it's the same with money. It's like money is a state of being. So it's like when you come into this really calm, super detached state, where you put all your energy back into yourself and you just rest calmly and confidently and what do I say, powerfully? It's not the right word. It's like you just come in and rest all the way in your own being. So it's like a lot of times this is part of the shadow, right? It's like your energy is out there interacting with the world and trying to figure out, who do I need to be in order to make the sale? Since this is money and you're a spiritual entrepreneur, this is about making sales, right? So it's about, getting clients and getting money. And it's out there. So when your energy is out there trying to figure it out, which is the saboteur shadow, of course, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because your energy is away from you and it's not here. So when you pull all your energy back into yourself, you become that really solid presence in the world, because you are full of yourself. Like when your energy is out here, it's like you're emptying yourself out. You're emptying yourself out of the energy. And as you send out the energy to people, to figure it out, like trying to do this, think it away, it's like you empty yourself out of your magnetic energy. So what you want to do, you want to bring it all back in again so that your magnetic presence intensifies and is enhanced and is as powerful as it can possibly be. And there is this, like, when you bring all your energy into yourself, you stop fighting yourself. So when you are fighting yourself and trying to force yourself to be and not believe what you're believing, or trying to make it different, and like all these things, like the war you have going on inside yourself, and even if your internal dialogue that's telling you all these horrible things about yourself, you're not good enough and you should have known better, and why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that, it's like they all minimizes your magnetic presence. And it's like, as you go with these thoughts, these negative thoughts, it's like you throw out these energies and you're emptying yourself out again instead of bringing it all in. And there is, I don't know if I can really explain it, but the feeling of inner peace, right? Where it's like when you have these moments that everything is right in your world. Doesn't mean everything's perfect, but everything is right in your world at this very moment, in spite of everything, because of everything, right? There comes that sense of just allowing yourself to just be, and just be right here, right now. And with that comes total self-acceptance. It's like the war inside yourself stops. Now, when you get to this place, it actually has to do with money too, because you want to make money, part of you wants to make money, but there's a part of you that also wants to push it away, which is the shadow, all the voices that says, well, it's a bad idea to make a lot of money. What are people going to think about me? I can't charge this much. Some people are going to disapprove of me, and then what's going to happen? And I don't know how to do it, and I don't have the power to do it. So there is like this push, pull, very often in most people who are spiritual entrepreneurs and who are struggling to make a lot of money. It's like this push-pull action. I want to make money, but also I don't want to make money. And you don't have inner peace. You don't have that state of being. That money is just a state of being, right? So what you want to do is, like, you want to, when you come to this place of pulling everything inside yourself, you're not fighting yourself any longer. You just come in and accept that this is what it is now. And my life is okay anyway. Nobody died. Yeah. So you might not be making as much money as you want right now, but right now, in this very moment, everything is right in your life. And when you come to this place, also the push-pull about the money disappears. And when you're not pushing it, when you're not consciously or unconsciously pushing it away, it's like what you're wanting to do is to learn how to eliminate that pushing away of money. So one of my truths is that there is an unlimited amount of goodness that's always wanting to come to me at all times from all directions. Some of it is going to show up as money, some of it is client, but it's happening in all areas of life. Tons of goodness coming to me all the time from all directions because I magnetize it. It's my natural state of being, abundance. We are wired to thrive and experience abundance and good things in all areas of life. This is our natural state of being. So the part that wants to push it away is the unnatural part. And that's why we get into this fight with ourselves and there's no peace. So what we want to do is we want to grab the part that is pushing away the money. And a lot of this is happening unconsciously. And you want to make it conscious. Okay? So you get the control of it. So it's not operating outside your conscious control. So you want to become aware of it. But becoming aware of it is not enough. So it is not enough that I know that, oh my God, it's like I'm deliberately pushing money away because I create my own reality. And if there's not money coming into my own reality, then it's because I don't want it to come. It's as simple as that. So why don't I want to do it? And this is where, you need to get very, very specific. And this is what the whole shadow alchemy concept is about. The whole shadow alchemy tool is, where the part of you that's pushing away the money is your shadows, which is archetypes. Archetypes are like a operating system in your psyche that where each archetype kind of sees, is focused on specific areas of your life. So the archetypes that's pushing you away, they all have to do with survival. And they are acting against the part of you that wants to thrive. So those two operating systems, like your natural one of thriving and the survival one that you have been taught should be the dominant one, they are at war against each other. So that's the pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. The thriving says pull money to you, and the surviving said push it away because it's dangerous. And we have all kind of beliefs about money. I don't need to go into all of them, but it's like recognizing these and getting really, really, really specific with each of them allows you to actually eliminate them so they don't exist anymore. And then as you keep on doing it, little by little, you're going to be able to let go of the one that is of the shadow archetypes that are pushing money away. So that in the end, you're back in your natural state of being, which is money and success and abundance coming towards you. Which is what we want, right? Which is what we want when we are spiritual entrepreneurs. It's like we want to stop this war inside of us, and get rid of the part that's always pushing money away from us, from, our varied, various fucked up reasons for it. And this is one of this is going to be the focus of the Magic BizBox program, which is about stopping the part of you, bringing it to light, getting totally into focus and eliminating all the things that are pushing the money away from you. So there's only the pulling. So when there's only the thriving operating system left, it's like there's not this war going on because there's no part of you that's also pushing money away. And then you can rest because your psyche is focused on on thriving and abundance of all kinds, which means that your beliefs are going to be about thriving. And because your beliefs are about easy thriving, therefore your decisions and your actions and your feelings and your thoughts are all going to back this up. And that's when money is a true state of being. So I have been lucky enough, over the years, it's like I have experienced this at times, accidentally, as I said, but I have experienced it at time. And I knew that when I was in that particular state of being, money was never an issue. It just came to me, and I didn't have to do anything except just be and be me. Which brings me to the second point about money here, is that Money is who you are. Making money is who you are. People pay you for who you are. And who you are, that's the strongest money magnet possible. And that means be all of you. So not hold anything back in order to get people's approvals. And this is one of the money shadows and business shadows and success shadows, is that a lot of marketing is focused on getting your audience's approval, and by getting the approval, they will buy for you. So it is putting the power of what happens to the clients instead of having it with you. And the part is where you manipulate your truth, or hold back on your truth, and only share part of your truth, because what if nobody wants to buy from you? Which is very hard when you're a spiritual entrepreneur, right? What if nobody wants to buy from you? So this is where it's important to know that your truth, the truth of who you are, is what your soul clients want. And your soul clients are actually the only ones who matter. And they will respond to your truth. They will respond to you showing up with no holds barred, showing up like fully and completely and boldly and audaciously and outrageously and strongly and powerfully, because they are not interested in you hiding who you are, in order to get other people's approvals, or, whatever the reasons may be. They need you to show up completely and fully and speak your truth all the way, unapologetically and unfiltered. That's where you show up as who you are, and that's how money comes to you. So I have tried it, it's like I've been there and other people have done there. And truth has more power to make money than any kind of seeking approval from other people does. Truth is magnetic. I mean, truth is God. There is no difference between truth and God. So God is the ultimate truth, just as God is the ultimate love, right? So, and we are creators. We have the power to create something out of nothing, which is like a God-given powers of creation. And that comes in when it comes to money too. It's like, this is our natural state of being again. It's like to completely and utterly and 355% create our own reality and own our power to do it. But if you're not showing up fully as yourself, you're not owning that God-given power to create completely, including how much money you make. So the third one was that making money is a decision you make. That can be really, really, really hard, because you think you're making a decision, but you haven't actually made the decision. And this is where I have talked a lot about the unbending intent, because unbending intent, when you make a decision on such a level that it shifts your field, it shifts your energy, it shifts your energy pattern, it shifts your thinking, it shifts your paradigm. And you all know that what comes to you from the outside is a reflection of you. It's a perfect mirror of who you are. And when I say that making money is nothing but a decision, it is a decision, but it's not a mental decision, because your mind has very little power. It is a decision of owning your desires completely and truly, and on such a level that it will be true no matter what. And in that decision is like this stubborn determination that nothing is going to stop you from getting it. And I know you have all experienced like this kind of decision. You know, maybe it's about going to school, you know, getting your education. It's like you're going to go to that school and nothing's going to stop you. Or maybe it's buying a program, you know, hiring a coach. I'm going to get this coach and nothing is going to stop me. Or maybe it's about buying a pair of shoes. You know, you decided you were going to get those shoes and nothing was going to prevent you from getting them because you had decided that you were going to be the owner of these shoes. So this is, it's like we have all experienced about it around things, and the same dynamic's not the right word, but the same things absolutely applies to money also. How much money do you want to have show up in your life? And this is a decision you can make at the unbending intent level also. Is like you actually only have to decide to make X amount of money, leave it open, and there is nothing that's going to get in the way of you getting it. So that doesn't mean that you're going to go out and bully people and flatten them or whatever, but that means that once you have made that decision on that level, your energy field changes, and then something different is going to be mirrored back to you, including money. So how do I know this works? Because I have experienced it over and over and over again. So the beautiful part of this is that shadow alchemy is what helped me create this at will. So one of the things that I've been, you know, one of the reasons why it took me 28 years to actually get to this point of making a lot of money is that I couldn't figure out how to get to that money is a state of being, money is who I am, money is a decision I make at will. It wasn't possible. It's like no matter how much mindset work I did, or how much energy healing, or how much, you know, gratitude or chakra work, whatever, I couldn't get to this place at will. And this is what I was seeking because I knew it's like I know how to make money, so how can I get there at will? And this is the whole process of shadow alchemy, which is going to be part of the Magic BizBox program, where I'm going to help you to learn how to get to that place at will. Because this is what we're after when we're spiritual entrepreneurs, because we care about our business, we care about serving as many clients as possible, and it's certainly really nice to make a lot of money doing it. So that's what the Magic BizBox program is about. So it is 1100 and it is a 6-week program. And this is all about, you know, going in and looking at those shadows and learning how to alchemize those shadows so that you can then access that state of being, which is where money comes easy. And it's like magic when they show up, right? It's like money comes really easily. So I'm going to put the link to the program here below so you can see it. Yeah, I think this is everything. To me, because a lot of the things you find about money out there is like they will work for a little while, but they won't actually make you they won't teach you how to get into that state of being at will and then have it become your default state of being. And that means as long as you're not there, it's going to keep being a struggle. 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 So for ending that struggle, you know, as I was commenting in another Facebook group, it's like, what is the $1,500 expense if you might, you know, if $1 million is your return on investment? It's like, for me, I have never stopped investing because it is worth it for the return that I get. Yeah. Okay, I can't see any questions actually. Let me just see here. So there's a couple of people here. So I see 4 comments. Yes, you're magnetic to money. Yes, everything is right in your world. Okay, so I'm going to stop this now and catch up on this later.